Why a showdown at the Texas state capitol could force a special election here in California. Why Governor Newsom says it's essential to stop Donald Trump from stealing the 2026 election.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Pat Harvey.
And I'm Rudibe Shabazi. It is on. Governor Newsom says California will square off with Texas, all to stop President Trump, Newsom says, from rigging the 2026 election.
Well, California Democratic leaders made it very clear today that they are fully behind Newsom's call to hold a special election in November to add more Democratic seats in Congress and to block President Trump's plan to add more Republican seats in Texas and his bid to keep control of the House next year. Now, KCAL political reporter Tom Wade is here with the latest on this very public battle between California, Texas, and President Trump.
Yeah, that's right. It's a mouthful, right?
Yes.
There's a whole bunch going on here. I guess President Trump and Newsom, well, Newsom saying, don't mess with California, I guess is the message there. We'll see if that works, though. All right, so the last time President Trump was in office, he lost control of Congress during the midterms, faced investigations, and was ultimately impeached. Well, Trump's plan this time pushed Texas lawmakers to create 5 more Republican-dominated House districts by next year so he can keep control of the House. Governor Newsom tonight planning a counterattack.
We're going to fight fire with fire. But
Governor Newsom's warning to the Texas GOP: move forward with a plan to wipe out Democratic seats in Congress, and the plan will backfire.
Whatever they are doing will be neutered here in the state of California.
The unfolding drama started with a call from President Trump to Texas Governor Greg Abbott, urging him to work with the state's Republican-controlled legislature to redraw Texas's congressional map. The result would likely eliminate 5 Democratic seats in the House. Newsom's response: a new congressional map in California that would blow out the GOP and add more districts favoring Democrats.
Remember, the origin story here is Donald Trump made a phone call so familiar. Just out in the open, corruption at a whole nother level.
But Newsom's plan is easier said than done. Unlike Texas, where their GOP-controlled legislature can redraw its map with a simple vote, California enshrined its congressional map into the state's constitution using a bipartisan redistricting commission. Newsom says Democrats have a plan: draw up new maps themselves and then leave it up to voters to approve or reject the new maps in a special election this November.
The ultimate determination will be by the people of the state of California.
While Democratic state lawmakers appear to support Newsom, the plan is getting pushback from some Democrats, including the chair of the inaugural redistricting commission.
First of all, I think revenge politics or retribution is just, we don't need any more of that. More importantly, I think, is the fact that the independent commission created in California was created by the voters, by good government groups that advocated for years to get it on the ballot. And then it was passed by the voters. It worked well.
Members, a quorum is not present.
In Texas, Democratic lawmakers fled the state, preventing the Republican-controlled legislature from voting on their new map, at least for now. GOP leadership there issued warrants for their arrests. And in another twist, Northern California GOP House member Kevin Kiley introduced legislation to block any state from changing their congressional maps mid-decade.
The voters said, we want to take the process of drawing district lines out of the hands of politicians. They said that voters should choose their politicians. Politicians shouldn't choose their voters.
Yeah, well, whether Trump would actually sign off on that bill to block redistricting mid-decade is pretty unclear, though it seems unlikely given his plans with Texas. Other states with Democratic governors, including Illinois and New York, are also now considering changing their congressional maps as well. We'll see where this goes. Rudibe?
Tom, thank you.